So previously we made so we can actually grow our tree using a timeline. Today we are going to plant it and harvest it at the same time, and I will show you a different way to actually grow it. So if you go into our BP tree, right, previously we used the timeline. Today we can actually use relative scaling. So basically you grab our static mesh, you do set relative scale 3D, just like that, and you get these three values. You can split them, right? Split that, and you gain three separate values, x, y, and z. So if you go to viewport, select the tree, you can see, go to transfer, there should be scaling. So you can see I have set it to 0.2 to imitate a little sapling. So promote one of these values, and this will be stage 1. Plug all the values in. Click on the stage 1 instance editable, and now set the stage to like 0.5. So what that means, if you go to static mesh, you can see
don't care, still don't care, I don't care.
So if we plug this growing into the begin play, right, and before we set it have a little delay of 1 second, and if we play, bam, you can see it just grew a bit. So that's how you can basically use it. So if we duplicate this, once again promote it into a variable called stage 2, and you can make how many stages you want. Of course this is really simplified, so timeline would be, I guess, better. It doesn't really matter, it doesn't really affect nothing. So this is stage 3, plug it in, and this duration you can actually promote it into a variable, call it the duration, and plug this node into the duration. Once again, expose everything on spawn or instance editable, sorry, and set the stages. So this will be 1.2 and this will be 2, sorry, this will be 2 because we want to double it. So if we play right now, you can see, and bam, it's fully grown. So that's one of the ways to grow it. So now let's add another variable. It's gonna be a boolean called grown, and right here at the start set it to false, but at the end set it to true. So if you're using a timeline, basically when it completes, just set it to true, but whenever it starts, set it to false, just like that. So this will be for the harvesting, so you just know when to harvest and stuff. So now let's go into the main player. Of course you can do all of this into a component, but I will just simplify for you. So first things first, to plant this specific tree we will use a right click. So just call right mouse button. So what we're going to do is going to create a function called if plant sapling, and we are going to do line trace by channel. And if you remember from my water or thirst system, we can have trace channel, right? So basically what we are going to do is go to quick add, go to shapes, have a cube, and this will be basically our farming land. So let's have like 5 by 5. So basically right here we will be able to plant stuff, and you know, just like that. So imagine this is your farming land or whatever. So now let's go to edit, go to project settings, let's go to all settings, search for trace, create a new trace, call this plantable, and put it to ignore. Close that up, select the cube, find collision, once again preset custom, and ignore or block the plantable. So that's basically it. You can save all. Let's go to the main player, select the trace channel, or refresh the node, there should be plantable. Now let's get the camera, so find our camera, get world location, plug it into the start. From the camera get forward vector, multiply that by a float of 250, and now the world location plus the multiplied forward vector, just like that. Let's run debug as well for duration. Return value. Let's have a branch. Let's break the hit output. And now, whenever it's true, we're just gonna spawn actor from class. It's going to be tree. This one that we created, as you can see, and try to adjust location, but always spawn. And the spawn transfer will be the impact point, I guess. Let's see if that works. So if you go to event graph, plug it in, let's see it. You can see it actually works. So you can plant basically everywhere except on this ground, but only on the, and it's a little bit laggy because these trees are not really optimal. So you can see you can now plant. So what we are going to do is go to blueprints, go to the interface and create BPI ground system. Open that up. We're going to do if check grown and have an output of a boolean called grown. Now let's go into our BP tree. Let's have a class settings and search for BPI grown system. Fucking Christ. BPI grown system. Go to interface, double click on it. Get the grown, right? Set grown, just like that, and plug this value inside here. Just like that. So now if we go to main player, basically copy all of this except the spawning stuff. So basically just copy all of this so we just don't have to remake it. Plug it into the harvest that we created the function. Now that should be f grown message, and the target is hit actor, do a branch, destroy actor, the hit actor. If you have an inventory or some sort of system, you can add this function right there. So now let's go to event graph and plug in the harvest. So it's only gonna harvest if we hit the actor. So if we plant and if we press, okay, nothing happens. So why it didn't actually do anything? Because our line trace channel is plantable. Set it to visibility, sorry, and we are going to do hit actor has a tag. So we're just gonna really simplify this, called tree, for example. Of course, what you can do is create your own trace channel, but I will just use actor as a tag to simplify everything. So now let's go to BP tree, go to static mesh and do a collision. No, do a tag. So go to self, sorry, go to BP3 self, actor, tags, add a tag called tree if I'm correct. I'm just gonna go back and check it. So it should be exactly, so you can copy it and you can paste it. So one more thing that we have to do, go to BPI growing system, do a function called fHarvest, right? Go back to your tree, double click on the harvest, and basically do a branch if it's grown, so plug that in. If it's true, we are going to destroy the actor. So if we go back to main player, basically delete the destroy actor, the grown. So we are going to do fHarvest, BPI harvest, plug this into the hit actor, and if we play, we plant this, right? We cannot do anything. If it's grown, we can see we just destroy. So basically we don't need to check the grown into the interface, so that was my initial mistake. So basically you can just delete the check grown function. So basically today we have finished the system, you could say. So you can grow, you can harvest it, once again plant it, you know, grow as many as we want. So of course you can add seeds to this, you can add you can add a grid, so you can only plant one into the grid or something like that. It's quite up to you.